Good afternoon and welcome to Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Today's little project is we're going to make a breather shaft, a custom breather shaft for the race car. I actually need one a little longer than the one was in it because I've changed the breather assembly. So I've just grabbed up basically it's a fairly simple job. We do a little bit of aluminum facing, turning, drill, tapping, and taper cutting. And we basically put threaded rods in each end and Loctite. I didn't show throwing Loctite and screwing screws together and shortening them. I think that's pretty obvious stuff there. So, interesting part's probably the lathe work. So, as in every video, get your friends, your family, your dog, your cat, the children, get them all around the computer, the TV, get some chips and some dip and some cold drinks, and hey, let's sit back and watch me sling a little aluminum, and I'll come back and tell you about it then. So let's get cracking. What you see here is a flat top breather assembly. It's supposed to make just a bit more horsepower. So hopefully all this is going to fit in a race car. So problem that I'm having now is I'm about 1.5 inches short on my stud. I'll lift the stud off. This stud was on it, and this stud was made up into pieces. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, this is the shaft that was in it, and it's got a little bend and it's got a 1/4 20. So now we got to figure out how to make something similar. Okay, first thing I'm going to do here is turn this down to about 60 thousandths over 1/2 inch to make the centerpiece. Because this is a piece of aluminum just to make the center. We'll face it and everything. I'm going to try to get the OD down. So what I'm going to do, instead of trying to save a lot of extra work, I'm going to use 1/4 20 in the bottom and just put a nut. Just jam a nut on it so you could take it on and off by tightening a nut. And Loctite all this together. That way I don't have to cut a hex. Then all this area will be smooth. So that's what the plan is. So we're at about 882. So we got a long way to go, short time to get there. So I'm gonna throw in uh, 50 thousandths on one side cut. We'll let the good times roll. Alright, I'll bring you back when I get it down to what size I want. Okay, so now all I need to do is take a little finish cut. So basically I'm at about 577. So I'm actually 577. So that's 17 thousandths. So basically half of 17 would be a little bit over 8 thou. 8 thou and a half to be exact. We're going to hit it. So, you know, if we're within 1,000 or so, that ought to be cool. how about 563? That's close enough for good work. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and face this thing right quick. I'm going to take this indicator off and just clean this face up. This has already been drilled a 1/4 here. So what we're going to do is we just face this off. I'll just take a file and hit this corner around it. And I'm going to set up here in a second. We're going to drill us a hole. I'll drill us a hole where we want it. Excuse me, I was mistaken. It had an old hole in it. It was a lot deeper than I thought it was. I'm going to go ahead and drill the hole all the way up in here 2 inches. Even though I'm only going to tap it about 1 inch, because quite frankly it just makes a lot more sense, because I'm going to have to do the other side anyway. So me going ahead and drilling it 2 inches deep, it'll make this a lot simpler to tap. And see, I can always go from the other side. So let me set up the tap. This has already been tapped already so far in. This is a piece that's in my bin I made something else out of. So I'm going to go in at least and make sure that I've got at least an inch threads on all this stuff. So evidently something slipped there. Okay, I see what the problem is. Hold on what you got there. I just didn't get my driver up in there good. Normally I'll power tap something, but this one I want to be a little bit more precise with, so that's why I'm using this tapper here. I can control the depth a little bit more with this, and it's one of the reasons I made it, because it has a little bit more leverage than a regular tap on the other tap handles. And I can get a good deep thread in this. Alright. I think that's going to do us. I think I can just back it out like this, real simple. That's the good part of this. You got these handles on this and you can kind of spin it back. So I think I've got a good deep thread. That's all I really need here. And we'll just cut this on, make sure I should be a little over. Well, I'm not really as long as I want to be yet. I think I want this whole assembly. I'll have to double check my lengths, but I've got the diameter of what I'm looking for. So let me come back and look at something. I'm going to cut this off a bit longer than I want it to be. But we're going to cut a taper on this so we can turn this around and turn this little lip off, which will be good. So oh, by the way, it's a beautiful day outside. To be February about the 12th to 13th, this is the beautiful day. The weather is just something awfully nice out. explain the reason I'm doing this is I want to use that bigger stud because I was done committed to it. Alright, so now we just get to turn it around and work on it. Okay, right now I'm just going to lightly face this. Whoa, that ain't going to get it. Everything moved, but that's fine, I'll fix it. I just didn't clamp down on it tight enough, but I need to hold this thing out a little bit for the taper that I'm going to put on it. Okay, there. Now let me set the drill up. I'm going to leave that little bit of an angle there. So let me set the drill up. Now you got a little better shot what's going on. I got an indicator set up here, and I'm going to drill this an inch deep. Go about an extra 20 or 30 thousandths. So this is for the big screw that's going in. Alright, I'll have to get my tap stuff together though. Okay, yeah, I've just got a tap follower. Since this is going into a blind hole, I always feel just a little bit more comfortable with this. Let me put it in the lowest gear because it's wanting to move a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. I mean, I could power this, since this is a stopping place and I'm working to, I don't want to power tap this. And what I'm doing is, this is where the bigger stud will be screwed in and Loctited. So we'll have a short stud and a big stud. So, and if you worry a little bit, since this is a stationary thing, a little bit, a few thousandths run out's not going to cause a lot of heartburn. Unlike something that's got to be precise, because this is just going to be sitting on top of this carburetor more or less. Truthfully, I could just made a new nut just about as easy and done it in 1/4 inch. But I've already got the big nut made. And I really like the way this is made in there, so that's why I decided to do this instead of just make it, you know, just run the 1/4 inch threaded rod down in it and be done with it. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom. Yes, I am. So now I got to sit here and figure out what taper I want to put on this, so that this will taper up. So, and that's the next piece, and I'll figure that out and I'll bring you back. Okay, so now we'll start cutting the taper. think that's going to do it right there. Alright, this is the completed units. This is the one that's anodized is the original. And then this is the piece that I made to adapt. Basically, the biggest difference is this is all aluminum threaded, which I could have turned it down and done that, but I decided it made more sense to me to do this. So right now I've got it all Loctited up. We're going to put it in the carburetor and show you how it looks. Hey folks, that's the finished stud right there after I've completed all the work. And everything that needs to be done and all that good stuff here. So that's everything ready to go. I'm just got to take some decals off right quick and we'll be done with this project. Now all we need is a race car motor to put it on. And we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap all this up and put the other stuff back on it. So we're good to go. Alright, this is Jim and I surely hope you enjoyed today's video. This video is a copyrighted production. Saw Logs, Plastic Hubs, James Denton. I appreciate you stopping by. This is on a little simpler projects, but it's this nice little something came up, made good videos project. Like I always tell people, comments are welcome, subscriptions are wonderful. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. If you're a viewer and a subscriber and have friends that watch machining genre, have them come by and pay the old man a visit and see if they like it, so we can gain a few more people. Hey, it's always fun to gain people and subscribers to your channel. If you don't, and you've came by and stopped by and you're hearing me talk, so well, I really just don't particularly care for his content, hey, browse around. There's plenty of other good creators out there could use the love. You know, I don't mind sharing the love with my friends. So stick out, enjoy. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for stopping by, whether you subscribed or not. Hey, we'll see you in the very next video. You all have a great, wonderful day.